Hi, and welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad that you could join me today. I'm very excited because we are making a magic 8-ball card, but you could also make pool numbers with this for a pool card, all sorts of things. You just think. I love this Hero Art die set that we're going to use. It has so many different sizes and it can be used for scrapbooking, card making. I just love it. And then I will be using in review, close to my heart stamp set. I'll be using the number 8, but again, you could use any stamp set with numbers, or you can think outside the box and use your die cutting machine, whether it's dies or Cricut or Silhouette. So that's something to think about when you're assembling this card. Next, I will be using a 2.5 diameter circle and a 1 1/4 diameter circle to make this card. And these two make even the pool cards if you want to make pool balls for a card. I will be using black cardstock and white cardstock. I love to pull things from my stash, so that's what I will be using. I have cut 3 black circles. This is important for the sturdiness when we use the glossy accents. And then I will cut 1 of circle with the white, the smaller one, for my number. Next, I will be getting out my MISTI. I find using my MISTI is very handy in stamping, especially sentiments and numbers, and I want to make sure that I get this number stamped down really well and in the center of my circle. I will be using Memento black ink. I love using Memento black ink for my card making because I find it very versatile. And I've put this down in the corner because that way if it moves, which sometimes it could, it will be easier to put it back in that spot. And that just makes it more simple. So I'll ink this up good and you'll see that I will stamp it a couple times. So again, that's why I love a MISTI, because when I try to use stamping blocks, to be honest, I'm just not very good at being able to go right over that image again. And just use my chamois to clean off that stamp. But again, you can use a die cut for this card, so don't feel bad. I've got a scrap piece of red paper that's going to come in very handy. I am going to glue each of the circles together to make this 8-ball. And this again is going to give more sturdiness because I'm going to use glossy accents. If you're not using glossy accents, then you don't have to do this dimension. And then I'm going to glue the 8, but I don't want to glue it right in the middle. I kind of want to glue it to the top, and that makes it look more realistic for the card. I will be getting out my glossy accents. I love glossy accents. It's one of my favorite craft projects in the entire craft supplies because it is just really going to make this 8-ball look real. But it's going to take a lot of glossy accents to put down on this 8-ball, so you always want to make sure you have plenty in supply. Glossy accents, so I had to get a new bottle. A tip, if it ever gets stuck on you and will not get started, I just use a sewing pin and I just unclog it that way, and it makes it really simple. These sewing pins come in very handy, and I got that at Hobby Lobby, and I like the top of it because it's large and has a flower on the end of it. It's easy to see if it falls off the table. Now I have some bubbles, and I'm going to use that same pen to push the bubbles off of the card. You'll see in the end this does not completely work, and don't worry that it's going over to the sides because we'll be cutting it away, but it does help get the majority of the bubbles out of the glossy accents, and it will look better when it dries. Now I've let this dry overnight, and it is adhered to the red piece of paper. When I pull it away, you will see some of the red. I was also not happy because I have some bubbles in my 8-ball, but I'm not going to worry about it. I'm going to use these Stampin' Up! Scissors and cut away the red. They're made for cutting with adhesive, and the little extra air bubbles just shows that it's a handmade card. And even though I like perfection, it doesn't always work out. Now, I used my printer to make a saying, "Is age just a number?" And then I also used a square that goes on the back of a Magic 8-ball when you shake it, so that it says yes. And this will say happy birthday underneath for the recipient. But you could use any type of saying. I will tell you that I used a 24-inch font. I don't recommend that because when I cut this out, I wanted it to be a banner style on the card, and that just didn't work out the way that I had wanted it to. It was actually too long for the card. Now I have these bases pre-made, but you could use a pattern paper, maybe with balloons or whatever for a birthday. And I have these in my stash next to me on a cart so I can quickly make a card. And I will adhere this 8-ball down and then put something on top of it just to make sure it adheres down well. And I'll just put a heavy object on it. And then, because I didn't pay attention to the font and it is too long for the card, I'm going to just trim this off, and it will just be a plain rectangle saying across the bottom of the card. And that's fine with me. You can just think of different questions to put on here. So tell me a question that you would put on your 8-ball card. I liked "Is age just a number?" because I have a lot of cards to send to older people, and the nostalgia of this card is just, I think, super cute. And you could even make this card into a shaker card where the shaker would be on the back, and it would just be something fun for the recipient. I'm going to put in my yes, and again, you can put whatever saying. I can stamp happy birthday or write happy birthday to the recipient. I think this is just adorable. You could also have it say no if you wanted to, or any of the sayings that was in a Magic 8-ball. This could be a masculine card. It could not be, whatever you want. And I just will fold this together once it dries. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you enjoyed this. Give it a thumbs up, consider subscribing, and here's a suggestion from YouTube.